PNG-China bilateral relations maintained, and 11 Eliseo customers received prizes. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I am Louis Maingu. Thank you for joining us. The National Court of Justice has issued a landmark ruling in favor of displaced Manam Islanders, directing the Papua New Guinea government and local authorities to take immediate action to address ongoing human rights violations.
The case was brought by the chairman of Manam Human Rights Advocacy Group, Bruce Silla, on behalf of himself and more than 10,800 other displaced Manam Islanders who have been living in temporary care centers on Bogia mainland in Madang since 2004. This newsroom spoke with Mr. Silla earlier today, and he is content on the court order and thankful to the public solicitor for his help.
Asking National Court working rehabilitation law care centers and to judge give by providing more roofing iron for all basic material blow working house, long improving Sindan blow man long side blow shelter. Asking to long give him or tank or kind something or some long blowara and to judge giving
The court declared that the independent state of Papua New Guinea, the Madang provincial government, the Manam Resettlement Authority, and their respective officials have failed to meet their obligations under the Manam Resettlement Authority under the Manam Resettlement Authority Acts 2006 and 2016. These breaches include inadequate provision of essential services such as education, healthcare, and safe drinking water, violating the islanders' fundamental human rights under the Constitution. Among the key directives, the court ordered that the defendants immediately begin the process of identifying suitable land for the compulsory resettlement of displaced Manam Islanders. This process must be completed by September 2025. In the interim, the court mandated the creation of a comprehensive policy to ensure food security, health services, education, and the protection of human rights at the care centers. This was what the interim chairman of Manam Sustainable Development Association had to say.
It was a bold step taken by a community-based organization to take the government to task for its statutory failures to look after its citizens well. Government is able to respond to and bring in international refugees to settle or to temporarily settle in PNG. Government is prioritizing. I mean, we do understand and appreciate that those are economic and vibrant areas. And so government has an obligation to respond swiftly, whilst paselo mibla long Manam, na now two brata one island brata Karawar.
The defendants were further ordered to begin the rehabilitation of water supplies in the affected areas and enter into agreements with health services and the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary to ensure continued provision of medical care and policing at the care centers until the resettlements is complete. The court also emphasized the need for accountability, requiring the Manam Resettlement Authority to undergo an annual audit and provide detailed reports on funded and completed projects from 2019 to 2023. The court also ordered the immediate appointment of a board for the Manam Resettlement Authority to oversee these actions. The state, represented by the first defendant, is also obligated to identify and provide available funds for the resettlement process, with an initial payment to be made to the National Court Trust account for release to the Manam Resettlement Authority. The court made it clear that if the funds were not made available within 6 months, the Secretary for Finance would be required to appear in court to explain the delay. James Guka, National EMTV News.
There have been talks of PNG to ignore security ties with China following the signing of PNG NRL team. However, Prime Minister James Marape said it doesn't stop PNG to have a relationship with China. According to a media report from Australia, it indicated that the PNG NRL team signing recently in Sydney will have a PNG shun or avoid any security ties with China. When asked, PM Marape said this.
And we've done this transparently in engagements with all our bilateral nations. They understand where is the envelope of their relationship. With China, our focus has been on commerce, trade, that embeds people-to-people relationship. With Australia's security, government, commerce, rugby league. With USA, well, security, and we've also invited USA to come into the space of business also.
He further emphasized that PNG will still maintain relations with China and all other bilateral partners. However, in terms of security, PM Marape said PNG would want to operate with compatible police and military.
The strengthening of our own security in partnership with Australia and USA for that matter will not place China or other investors and foreign relations off threat. Rather, it secures their presence also in our country. And all this relationship comes within the ambit of friends to all, enemies to none dogma we have in as far as our foreign policy outlook is concerned. So.
Meanwhile, Australia will provide 600 million Australian dollars over 10 years to set up the PNG NRL team, which will be based in Port Moresby and compete from 2028 and help the game at the grassroots level across the Pacific region. PM Marape pointed out that under the agreement, PNG is expected to put an upfront investment of 300 million kina, which will be reimbursed in 2028.
So for next year, we put down 100 million kina to start off with. That goes towards preparing the village, preparing the field, the stadium, this police camera, police city preparation. So first 100 million, next year 100 million, 2027 100 million, to be reimbursed by that $300 million program that the Australian government is putting for this.
Meanwhile, with the recent launching of the National Banking Corporation, PM Marape revealed that 40 banks have been established in the country over the last 4 years, which will include the Bank of China. The Prime Minister congratulated the Minister for State Enterprises, William Duma, on receiving the license of the National Banking Corporation while he was in Sydney.
So in the last 5 years together, we now brought Tisa Bank. Tisa Bank will be operating as a bank very soon. National Development Bank's given their license to operate. There's another bank also. The Credit Bank has come on. Bank of China will come in. But this sort of things happening, it just shows something that the economy is picking up, and there's a bubble in the economy. That means well. So the last 4 years, we are bringing to the picture 40 banks into our country. Not to displace existing banks, they're already with their own markets.
He further stated that over 70% of the people in PNG are still unbanked, and the National Banking Corporation is targeting these groups.
Olain Sinalo Erima, Olain Stablo Geru, Olain Stablo Tari, Olain Stablo Bougainville, Olain Stablo Plesiat. We want to target you so that you come easy. Hopefully, Minister, no too many fees. Not too many fees. So I'm just like bank Licklick line. We want to fund a Licklick line, and we will put some exciting program government partnership with the bank, especially long Yiplo Manmeri, logo borrow money, lo making house, and something else.
During the issuing of banking license, Chairman for National Banking Corporation, Daryl Sito, announced that the bank aims to be in Port Moresby's stock market.
We've got to do something that no bank has done before, from ground zero, and we've got to do it all together. That's the most important thing, and it will start with a capital raise in the first 6 months of next year. We'll raise some money. And once we raise the money, we're on the journey of independence, and we'll make KCH proud, make Minister proud. The aim, it's a tight budget, but within 2 to 3 years, we look to have this bank put on the Port Moresby stock market. So each and every one of you individuals in this bank, in this organisation, in this room, every Papua New Guinean can buy shares in the company. And
Minister for Transport and Civil Aviation, Walter Snowbelt, attended the International Civil Aviation Organization Security Week at Muscat in Oman this week. The occasion covered cybersecurity issues and other issues faced in aviation around the world.
The International Civil Aviation Security Week was held on the 9th of December to the 12th in Oman, which saw state ministers, director generals, and heads of security from countries around the world attended. Minister Snowbelt, who represented Papua New Guinea at the occasion, said the discussions were centered on the collaborative strategies, including the Global Aviation Security Plan, conflict zones, cybersecurity, and unmanned aircraft systems. Snowbelt said PNG has shown its support towards the global commitment to enhancing aviation security by signing the Muscat Declaration. Meanwhile, PNG also joined the global community in commemorating the 80th anniversary of the International Civil Aviation Organization. Pakatambua, National EMTV News.
The Miss Edible Plant Limited, Natalie Moyawa, donated a sum of 2,000 kina to the Davari Marine Sanctuary in a recent trip to the mangrove nursery site at Barakau Central Province.
With agriculture and environmental sustainability as part of her advocacy, Miss Edible Planet Limited said the donation will go towards upgrading the mangrove nursery of Davara Marine Sanctuary.
Here today at Barakau Village, Kohua Beach, to do a donation sum of 2,000 kina towards the Davara Marine Sanctuary, and they have been very active in the conservation space towards mangroves, ecotourism, and also local and scientific knowledge. And we hope that this support goes towards a very good cause of sustaining our environment and also looking after our local communities and how they participate in these projects.
According to the co-founder and director of Davara Project, Dikataunakwa, the Marine Sanctuary was initiated out of passion for research purposes in 2023. It now operates as an entity that runs ecotourism activities and provides education on conservation to the local community.
Spent about 8 months just figuring out what was here. We're a bunch of university graduates in biology, environmental science, and physics. We came along to find out what was here. We did biodiversity assessments to figure out how big this forest was and what was in here, with the different species that we could find. And we found that we had about 8 true mangrove species and about 5 associated species, which is a lot considering we only surveyed a partial bit of the particular forest. So using all that information, we now run ecotourism activities that helps the community.
Davara Marine Sanctuary is a non-profit entity that comes under the Catalyte Consultancy. Miss Edible Planet Limited donation marks the second donor to support the Davara project.
1, 2, 3, go!
Davara! Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Start your day the smart way with the new Smart Start Breakfast Biscuit. Whether you are busy or on a budget, Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits gives you a healthy and affordable breakfast to set you up for school or play. Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits are fortified with essential vitamins for body or brain health. They contain vitamin A for healthy growth and development, vitamin B6 for healthy metabolism, immune system and brain development, and vitamin B12 for nerve and cell health. Proudly made by Paradise Foods.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
They one time by me plantation house.
Making Dinaman House belong family belong you come through. Winning House want a roots rise. 4 houses, 4 winners nationwide. Buy one the 10 kg roots rice, hide him ticket inside your bag, enter him all details long you, na drop him inside long entry box long or participating store close to long you. So buy now. Terms and conditions apply.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
Our chance to building something new, to see a different point of view. With Money Plus, we're ready to go.
Mipla Halivim Wari belong you.
As PNG's only ISO-accredited bulk haulage operator, IPI Transport guarantees the delivery of your critical cargo. Equipped with state-of-the-art GPS tracking systems and backed by an experienced team, you can rely on IPI Transport, part of the IPI group of companies.
One, two, three, four!
A winning combination is all about style and confidence.
Eliseo, good luck quality, non-lick price.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections, and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
You're watching National MTV News. A huge crowd gathered at the Eliseo shop in Port Moresby to witness a lucky draw announcement.
With limited chances of winning prizes, the Eliseo Rainbow Plaza announced a total of 11 winners for their Christmas promotion in Port Moresby yesterday.
We have a worth of 6,000, which is TCL TV, juice maker, microwave, rice cooker, cooking pot, and electric kettle. And the second prize, we have a Hella inverter compressor technology, our refrigerator, worth of 4,500. We give them away 7 pieces of it.
Eliseo brand's manager explained the prizes received by the winners. The first 3 winners include Vera Jack, Tyson Tao, and Ellen Yangin. They all received home packages. The second prize winners include Mark Paki, Priscilla Poni, Joyna Wala, Michelle Manu, Kemap Sirena, Ravu Kulaviavu, and Caroline Lukum. The special prize for the promotion was a car won by Dinah Caprice. Representing the Moresby Northwest MP, Henry Toa expressed gratitude to the company for providing employment opportunities for the people in the electorate.
Eliseo employs about 2,000 staff, and about 80% of that, 1,800 are from Papua New Guinea. So we will be working closely with Eliseo, a group of companies, to provide more employment opportunities to our people or line lo Mipla lo Mosby Northwest.
Lauren Jimal, National MTV News.
The Chief of Defense, Rear Admiral Philip Polewara, mentioned during the Commander's Parade recently that the relocation of Basilic Naval Base to Milne Bay Province is an exciting development that will greatly enhance PNG Defense Force naval capabilities. Rear Admiral Philip Polewara said Milne Bay has always been a strategically significant location, and this relocation will allow them to expand their naval operations and protect the maritime resources and borders more effectively. Meanwhile, he also stressed that the 3rd Battalion and the establishment of the Hala Barracks in Hala Province marks a historic step in the development of the PNG Defense Force. He said this new facility will not only enhance operational capabilities, but also contribute to the stability and growth of the highlands and border regions. Ruango community in Talasea district in West New Britain province will now have a standard market to sell their fresh produce and seafood.
Talasea Open MP Freddy Kumai officially opened the market today, highlighted its importance to the Ruango Junior High School teachers and students who will have access to fresh supply of fruits, vegetables and seafood. Kumai revealed that the new market facility constructed by Rabaul Mental Industry cost the Talasea District Development Authority a total of 150,000 kina. This new market will also benefit the traveling public. The ceremony was witnessed by community members and the local MP. Lauren Jimal, National MTV News.
The U.S. Embassy in Port Moresby and the Office of National Library and Archives have renewed their Memorandum of Understanding following the reopening of the American Corner at the library last month.
The renewal of the Memorandum of Understanding is to ensure the American Corner, Port Moresby, will continue to be the resource to Papua New Guinea for another 2 years. The agreement signed by the Director General of the Office of Library and Archives, Dennis Bagalo, and the U.S. Embassy Public Diplomacy Section reaffirms the long-standing partnership between the two parties. U.S. Ambassador to Papua New Guinea and Maria Stishok said the American Corner represents the spirit of partnership between Papua New Guinea and the United States of America and their shared commitment to fostering growth, innovation and mutual understanding. The American Corner is a public community center providing free access to internet resources and programming to showcase the shared values and partnership between the two nations. Malinta Yopolo, National MTV News.
National MTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Goodpilla mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Goodpilla data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
They wanted time by me plantation house.
Making Diliman House belong family belong you come true. Whittam House want a roots rise. 4 houses, 4 winners nationwide. Buy one the 10 kg roots rice, pad him ticket inside your bag, enter him all details belong you, na drop him inside long entry box long or participating store close to long you. So buy now. Terms and conditions apply.
It is our responsibility to show our people that their careers can make a genuine impact to the world. We inspire studies to enhance professional profile to suit valid employment convenience, and promote learning out your skills translate into possible jobs or careers. Our student quality improvement centers on their needs, offering job-oriented certificates and diploma in professional business courses, OHSS courses level 1 to 4, plant operator and motor vehicle driving courses, computing and IT, and business courses for school leavers grade 10s, 12s, and working class. MAPEX Training Institute is recognized by DHEST. Enrollments are now open for plant operator, driving courses, and business courses in 2025. For more information, call us on 7311-4968 or 323-2068 or email info@mapexpng.com. MAPEX Training Institute desires the need to change, innovate, and requires everyone a special contribution.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections. Communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage. And business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion-kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Hi, I'm John Dangi. Join me weekly at 7 p.m. every Tuesday nights on House and Home as we talk about pet care, health and fitness, home improvement ideas, feature stories, pick a book, Hatok Man, and everything to do with home and lifestyle. That's House and Home, 7 p.m. Tuesday nights on your number one to watch, MTV.
You're watching National MTV News. Now moving to overseas news. South Korea's President Yoon Suk Yeol has vowed to fight on after he was impeached last night.
This will now move to the Constitutional Court in South Korea, which will review the case to determine whether or not the impeachment is actually upholdable based on constitutional law. Now, they have about 180 days to review, and we have seen them historically move quite quickly, as fast as 3 months, even once as fast as 2 months. But currently, the status is likely to take a bit more time, as there's much to be discussed on the ground in Korea. It's acting head of state and responsible for ensuring Korea's political stability, both at home and internationally. Now, that doesn't preclude Yoon from making large statements, referring, discussing his actions, trying to explain what had happened, especially given the fact that there's currently investigations regarding the possibility of insurrection. So we are likely to see, given his character and his past record, a continuation of commentary, but the presidential power is now held by the Prime Minister. Unfortunately, yes, this process does take a bit of time. Thankfully now, with the passing of the impeachment movement, it does mean that we have a bit of a constitutional roadmap that South Korea will be following. Now, there's set days and times when procedures are supposed to happen. Unfortunately, it does mean, though, that until the Constitutional Court rules either for or against the passing of impeachment, that Prime Minister will hold the official power of the presidential office, which means he'll have quite a bit on his shoulders, especially focusing on presenting South Korea as a strong nation abroad. Well, as we're seeing, this is a very partisan space in Korea. Unfortunately, as it's fiercely partisan, there's a great divide between the two different parties. So early on, we saw protesters, peaceful protesters, I should say, taking to the streets in Korea to express their concern, frustration, and outrage about the martial law. No matter if that it was short-lived, it was for many seen as not indicative of South Korea's democracy as it stands today. And with the announcement of impeachment, we are seeing that supporters of DP, as well as maybe more anti-Yoon protesters, have been taking to the streets and applauding the movement as upholding their democratic standards. Now, we also, of course, have those who support President Yoon, and they were also protesting and demonstrating peacefully in support of his movement. And so likely we'll continue to see some vocalization of either their frustration or concern about the impeachment process, while we're simultaneously seeing others cheering this on.
Relatives and rescuers are still at the infamous jail used by the former Syrian regime to imprison, torture, and kill thousands of people.
digging through concrete with basic tools and prayers. A desperate search for rooms rumoured to be hidden underneath the main prison. People are excavating below the prison kitchen. Syria's prison system was deliberately opaque. Thousands were arrested on suspicion of opposing the regime or for demonstrating against it. Many were executed and their families not told what happened to them.
If you want to understand the desperation of families, have a look at this room. People have just been digging randomly, breaking up the floor in the hope of finding cells underground. That's how desperate they are to find their relatives, and that's how little they knew about this system.
The actual cells are empty now. The prisoners freed.
You can imagine the terrible conditions crammed into this space with very little natural light or air. And the world knew about Syria's prison system. It was well documented by activists and human rights groups. But now that people outside Syria, not just those who've survived the prisons, are getting a look, you can really see the true face of this horror.
Sednaya's formal title is First Military Prison, the most infamous of the regime's jails. But it was just one of 87 detention facilities used by the Syrian government. Lawyer Amar Abara was briefly detained here. He's returned to find prison records.
I'm collecting evidence. A lot of people have disappeared, and their families knows nothing about their fate. Maybe someone was in Sednaya and he was killed or freed.
So is this one of the cells? Is this what we're looking at?
Yes.
The prison's lower level reveals new horrors, the solitary confinement cells.
Horrible and terrible. This is where someone was kept.
Yes.
In this tiny space.
In this tiny space, yes.
There's no air, there's no light. The space is very, very small and it's putrid.
Many people did not survive the punishment and torture inflicted in this and other prisons.
Queensland could record its deadliest year on the roads in more than a decade, with 287 lives lost since January.
She was the typical 3.5-year-old girl that wore bright tutus with sequins, party socks, ballet shoes. She was confident. Every room she walked into, she just brought her own little bit of magic.
Just 3 days before Christmas in 2020, Luna Capri's life was tragically cut short. The 3-year-old died after she was hit by a car outside her family home on the Gold Coast.
It was a soul-destroying event that we've had to deal with for the last 4 years.
Her death had a profound impact and was far-reaching.
It's not just my family that has to sit with the heaviness of losing our precious child, but it's also the first responders that were there at the time. I know for Luna's accident that 2 of the ambulance drivers actually had to take a 3-month leave.
A 23-year-old woman remains in a critical condition tonight after a deadly crash in the Legacy Way tunnel in Brisbane. A farm worker killed in a bus rollover at a notorious intersection in Bundaberg. Police investigating the horror crash in North Queensland have confirmed the bus was travelling on the wrong side of the Bruce Highway.
Queensland is expected to record its deadliest year in more than a decade, trailing New South Wales in the national road toll.
It looks like, based on our current trending, that we might exceed 300 lives lost in a calendar year.
The number of fatalities in Brisbane has doubled compared to last year.
And what we are seeing is ongoing instances where speed and intoxication are significant causal factors, predominantly in the built-up areas and city spaces.
While the Wide Bay Burnett region is one of the leading areas in the state.
There has been about a 15% increase this year compared with last year, which comes to about 2,000 people that are brought into our hospitals across the Wide Bay.
It's contributed to increased hospital demand, impacting on wait times and overcrowding.
Anyone that's in a major sort of traffic collision will be classified as a sort of Category 1 or Category 2 patient that would need immediate review. The impact that has on the emergency department is that Other people that are already waiting will have to wait longer.
In some cases, patients require lifelong specialist care.
The amount of support and care and how that changes people's lives is if people sometimes just don't realise.
Based on current trending, police say at least 15 more people will lose their lives on Queensland roads before the end of the year.
It's been 10 years since a gunman took 18 people hostage in Sydney.
Images beamed live around the world.
So we'll keep you updated with this, but it is a developing story. We have a hostage situation inside a cafe in Martin Place.
Still seared into the memories of millions.
This morning, I come before you with the heaviest of hearts. Unbelievably overnight, we have lost some of our own in an attack we would never thought we would see here in our city.
After a 16-and-a-half-hour standoff, lone wolf gunman Manam Monas had shot dead cafe manager Tori Johnson. Barrister Katrina Dawson was killed by fragments of police bullets when officers stormed the cafe. 16 other hostages escaped with their lives.
Certainly through that day, there were 3 particular times when I thought, this is it, I am going to die now. And it is still amazing to me, miraculous really, that I didn't die that day.
But the scars will last a lifetime.
I was sharing with a fellow hostage the other day, and he said to me, you know, Louisa, first thing in the morning and last thing at night, you know, I think about the siege, think about that day. And I find that too, you know, it's always with you.
The police officer who shot dead Manam Monas also held Katrina Dawson in her dying moments.
I completely just believed that it was my fault and always blamed myself. That was the one moment that I couldn't process and I couldn't lock away and couldn't deal with. It's a moment I'd relive every night.
Until 2 weeks ago, a suppression order prevented Ben Bassant from being identified. He's written a book and wants to help others by sharing his journey with PTSD. But after the siege, he spent another 6 years in the Police Force's Tactical Operations Unit trying to push the memories away.
The hypervigilance, I was always ready for the next gunfight, as you say. I would constantly see, any time I saw a blonde woman, I'd instantly believe it was Katrina Dawson and go into panic attacks. There's pretty much no sleep for years.
Manam Monas was a self-styled sheikh well known to ASIO and police. He'd been charged with organising the murder of his ex-wife, as well as 43 counts of sexual assault, but was free on bail. It was an ordinary December morning when he walked into the Lindt cafe with a sawn-off shotgun in his bag and took 18 people hostage.
I was looking out the window when the first police responded, just coincidentally. I alerted my staff and said something's going on over at Lindt. I just assumed it was an armed hold-up.
It soon became apparent it was something much more sinister.
Police emergency, Sprindle.
This is a message that I'm reading from someone who's standing in front of me. There's bombs in 3 locations.
Okay.
Sorry, I have a gun in front of me.
Okay.
Australia is under attack by Islamic State.
I knew and felt something was different, something was wrong, and my sergeant just walked up and said, "Get your stuff, we're going." And I think I said, "So it's finally happened?" And he said, "Yep."
National MTV News continues after the break with Trukai Sports. Stay with us.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
Every day, 180 million litres of water pumps into Port Moresby. Every day,
its journey to your household tap is made safe at this water treatment plant. Every day, raw water is filtered, disinfected, and purified so that you and your loved ones have access to clean, usable water. For 65 years, our water treatment technology has been hard at work, but now it needs to hit pause. Port Moresby's population has increased 500% since the treatment plant was built, putting enormous pressure on the water supply network. We need to hit pause so that the filtering equipment can be repaired, maintained, upgraded, so that the water you use and consume continues to be safe. For more information, visit our Facebook page.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 Kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 Kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Season's greetings to you all this Christmas. Let us pause to reflect on the stories that bind us and the conversations that inspire. May your days be filled with joy, connection, and meaningful moments this festive season.
Happy holidays! As we celebrate, let us take a closer look and cherish the real stories that uplift our community on a closer look. May your Christmas be filled with hope and the spirit of giving.
Merry Christmas this festive season. May your home be filled with warmth, joy, and treasured moments with loved ones. Let's embrace the spirit of togetherness and home living.
Season's greetings, dear friends. This Christmas, let's celebrate the spirit of perseverance and the dreams that drive us forward. May your holiday be filled with excitement, sportsmanship, and the joy of shared victories.
Happy holidays! As we wrap up the year, may your Christmas be filled with the magic of music and the joy of discovering new talents. Let's tune into the festive spirit and enjoy the rhythm of the season.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. The Governors' Cup in NCD is currently underway at different locations in Port Moresby. Today saw 8 matches played at Connie Tigers Oval.
Speaking to Trukai Sports today, match official Judah John gave an insight of the competition at Connie Tigers Oval.
Connie Tigers currently now today game 16 player team with 8 player game. We are running now 2 player round finish round robin game we play day 1 complete. Day 2 complete. Day 1 we got really rain and blah stop him. We are complete tomorrow but game 2 we will complete now day 3 round robin. We play completing today now we look forward to final rounds to we play.
He further elaborated on the competition.
You got 1 player round as all with them now tomorrow we play running all game we play put was out with speed stepping by weather rain Narapla really complain antal bomana lo side lo field we start to play game we 4 player bomana 6 player lo Connie Tigers rain cosim antal bomana really complain lo side lo field na obin topic game so start to play running lo Monday then we play to complete round robin we play look forward lo final lo Tuesday.
He also shared highlights of the team's performances.
By far plenty of teams we have been played today lo now lo film we look more zero biking or plan bla good nice la fotil now lo today Islam morning that's the only 2 player team one time 6 miles aragas lo today 2 player plan bla good la fotil na 2 player walk away want to win lo today.
John said he is looking forward for the finals.
Final demi by due date to Makim 27, but due to the weather condition or now goes Christmas, Mogli go rain so come so. Within 27 goes 31st or maybe next year or first or second. Between the 1 week time plus of Pinizimple. Grand final within the Stasot period 27 1 of them or 31st.
Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
PNG Table Tennis Federation is currently running the National Championships finals at Rita Flynn in the complex.
In an interview, Tournament Director Ray Loy said a team will be picked for the mini games.
This championship consists of 7 or 8 associations within the NCD and Central Province. Actually, purposely for the selection of our national team. Actually, the team is consisted of both the juniors and the seniors, so it's a mini game. So we're trying our best to get 2 juniors in as well as part of our talent identification and lead for future events. For this tournament, we have under 12 boys and under 12 girls, under 15 boys and girls. Those are singles. Under 18 boys and girls, and junior doubles, and open mixed doubles, open women's doubles, open men's doubles, and open men's singles and open women's singles. So inclusive. We also have a para event to be hosted, and this is also part of our 2025 mini games.
He further gave an insight of how many teams to pick.
We have 4 male, 4 female, inclusive of 2 junior boys and 2 junior girls to be part of the team. So 2 seniors and 2 juniors. That's for able category, and as for the para, we have 2 spaces available.
Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Join the Abel's Mega Lucky Draw 2024 today. Get a chance to drive one of 2 brand new Suzuki Espresso Mini SUV, 2 winners of 5,000 Kina cash, and 2 winners of brand new desktop computers. To join the raffle, just spend 200 Kina worth of any Abel laptops, desktop computers and accessories, printing supplies, small appliance, and many more. Grand draw is on December 30th, 2024. So hurry, visit your nearest Abel stores or call the numbers on your screen to know more details. Don't miss out, join Abel's Mega Lucky Draw now.
It's Christmas with Theodist. We have Christmas promotions from stationery to technology. And guess what? When you spend 100 Kina or more at POM, Lay and Hagen, you automatically go into the draw to win up to 50,000 Kina in gift cards. 5,000 Kina drawn weekly. 9 weekly draws. The more you spend, the more entries you get. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity. Terms and conditions apply. Theodist, proudly serving you for over 50 years.
Life is about making memories, sharing new adventures. Go beyond the familiar. Don't let bacteria hold you back from experiencing the world. Protex uses natural antibacterial protection with flaxseed oil and eliminates 99.9% of bacteria. Free yourself. Go beyond with Protex.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG. connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Jordan Dange. Join me weekly at 7 p.m. every Tuesday night on House and Home as we talk about pet care, health and fitness, home improvement ideas, future stories, pick a book, how to mom, and everything to do with home and lifestyle. That's House and Home, 7 p.m. Tuesday nights on your number one to watch, EMTV.
They wanted time by me plantation house.
Making Dinaman House belong family belong you come true.
Whittam House wants a roots rise. 4 houses, 4 winners nationwide. Buy one the 10 kg roots rice, pad him ticket inside your bag, enter him all details belong you, na drop him inside long entry box long or participating store close to long you. So buy now. Terms and conditions apply.
You're watching Trukai Sports. A community member from Mahuru village in Mosby South District, Lemek Lavari, said sporting activities are a great way to unite people in the community during holidays. He said this during the presentation of a 3-month Savaka volleyball tournament yesterday.
The Nadi Storms men's and women's teams were named champions of the inaugural Savaka volleyball tournament that concluded with the presentation of the prizes. The 2 teams dominated the 3-month tournament and came out victorious in the grand final yesterday. A total of 10 women's and 12 men's teams competing in the open division. The teams were from the Mahuru village community and neighboring communities of Kesi and Ibukorosi. It is noted that more than 300 youths participated in the competition. Lavari, who initiated the games and the sole sponsor for the major prizes, thanked the communities for participating and the sponsors of the tournament. He is looking forward to a bigger tournament next year. Lauren Jimal, Trukai Sports.
PNG Olympic Committee has successfully delivered their programs this week. Closing off the week-long celebration of the community perseverance and the Olympic values, the aquathlon was held at Boira Village.
The PNG-OC Run Aquathlon include running, swimming and obstacle course. This event captured the essence of Values Week, resilience, teamwork and pushing boundaries. Running the program, the day was filled with challenges but also with smiles, victories and moments of pure sportsmanship. Team PNG athletes were the people behind the programs, inspiring the young people. PNG-OC also acknowledged ExxonMobil PNG for their ongoing support and funding of the Olympic Values Education Program to promoting the Olympic values in the communities. Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
And that ends Trukai Sports. The Money Plus Weather Report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
They wanted time by me plantation house.
Making Dinaman House belong family belong you come true.
Whittam House wants a roots rise. 4 houses, 4 winners nationwide. Buy one the 10 kg roots rice, pad him ticket inside your bag, enter him all details belong you, na drop him inside long entry box long or participating store close to long you. So buy now. Terms and conditions apply.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections, and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
It is our responsibility to show our people that their careers can make a genuine impact to the world. We inspire studies to enhance professional profile to suit valid employment convenience, and promote learning out your skills translate into possible jobs or careers. Our student quality improvement centers on their needs offering job-oriented certificates and diploma in professional business courses. OHSS courses level 1 to 4, plant operator and motor vehicle driving courses, computing and IT, and business courses for school leavers grade 10s, 12s, and working class. MAPEX Training Institute is recognized by DHEST. Enrollments are now open for plant operator, driving courses, and business courses in 2025. For more information, call us on 7311-4968 or 323-2068 or email info@mapexpng.com. MAPEX Training Institute desires the need to change, innovate, and requires everyone a special contribution.
At IPI Catering, we understand the intricacies of the environments in which we work, providing innovative, fresh and creative catering solutions. Our experience and commitment is a winning combination, delivering great food anywhere and anytime. IPI Catering, part of the IPI group of companies.
1, 2, 3, 4!
A winning combination is all about style and confidence.
Eliseo, good block quality, non-liquid price.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You need holy man to walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
The weather report for the next 24 hours. In Southern Region, Port Moresby City, partly cloudy with few rain showers and possible thunderstorm. Daru, mostly cloudy with periods of rain and possible thunderstorm. Kerema, partly cloudy with few rain showers at times and possible thunderstorm. Alotau, partly cloudy with rain showers and possible thunderstorm. And Popondetta, cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorm. In the Momase region, Lae City, cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorm. Medeng, partly cloudy with possible rain showers and thunderstorms. Wewak, partly cloudy with few rain showers and possible thunderstorm. And Vanimo, mostly cloudy with some rain showers. In the New Guinea Island region, Lorengau, partly cloudy with chances of brief rain showers. Kavieng, partly cloudy with possible few showers. Kokopo and Rabaul, partly cloudy with brief rain showers. Kimbe, partly cloudy with few rain showers and possible thunderstorms. And Buka, partly cloudy with possible few showers. In the islands region, Mount Hagen City, cloudy with periods of rain showers and possible thunderstorm. Goroka, Bands and Kundiawa, cloudy with periods of rain and possible thunderstorm. Mendi, Tari and Wabeg, cloudy with periods of rain and possible thunderstorm.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Sunday, the 15th of December 2024. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and bye for now.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.
It's Smile o'clock. It's Smile o'clock. Gotta brush our teeth. Time o'clock. It's